everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a bit more of let's just talk, let's see what my plan is for the month of May, and yeah, so let's get started. So for May, I've decided to place myself on a pattern test ban. Meaning that for the month of May, I'm not going to be making or participating in any pattern test. Namely, why? Namely, because I have quite a few WIPs, works in progress, that need to be done. Maybe not done, when I just need to decide what I'm going to do with them. The first thing that'll help me get on top of those is I'm not going to pattern test for the month of May. I am going to specifically pull out any orders that I need to work on, plushies, WIPs in general that I've begun and they just haven't been finished. Now, when I go and look at these projects, if they're orders, I'll have to make the orders. If they are WIPs, like things that I've started for myself and they're still not done, two things. I'm gonna be honest with myself, have a long think of it and say, am I really going to finish this? Or do I need to frog it to pull out all the yarn and repurpose the yarn for something else? We can do that. There are projects that we have the best intentions when we start making them. Things happen. Either, we get too busy or we just constantly love bigger things and, we just want to do everything. It's okay to look at a project and say okay, no, I'm not going to finish it. I'm just going to pull out the yarn, cake it up, and use it for something else. It might sound very encouraging for me to be like, oh yes, I'm gonna finish all my WIPs and the orders that I have. Yes, let's get it done. Boom, boom, boom. But the reason I have quite a few WIPs is because I've been dragging my feet in making them. Some of these projects, it's almost ridiculous the small amount of time I need to invest to finish it. I kid you not. I pulled out quite a few of half-made axolotls that all I need to do is add the back fin. That doesn't take me even 5 minutes to do that. Since these WIPs and orders, I've been dragging my feet with them, I'm going to choose 2 or 3 projects that I really want to do, that I really want to work on to motivate me throughout the month. So what I'm going to do is hopefully I'll continue the vlog for this once a week. I'll film, so I was able to do this, do that. I had a nice talk with myself and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do anything with this, so let's just repurpose the yarn for something else. So I'm gonna do that once a week and then I'll put it all together into a recap video for the end of the month. But if throughout that week I've been able to finish up some works in progress, I am going to reward myself with a project that I really want to make. I have a few in mind. One of them is actually lobster that I've been meaning to make. I specifically have a red back there that's for my lobster. So hopefully one of them will be a lobster. I need to find the other 2 projects that I want to make for myself. As I mentioned, I'm going to make it as a vlog style where once a week I'll come in, I'll film that part, this is what I did, this is what I wasn't able to do, so on and so forth, and then wrap it all up for a video towards the end of the month. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna pull out all my WIPs and orders, which I've done already. So one of my WIPs is a blanket. I don't have it here because it's over in the living room, but these are the colors that I'm going to use to make a blanket for my niece. The idea was to gift it to her for her first birthday. She just turned 3, so yeah. So that's hopefully the plan, to finish off per blanket. I do have 2 orders out of all the WIPs that I'm going to show you. I do have 2 orders that I need to finish. One of them is for 2 snowmen and for a scarf. They are for the same person, so hopefully I'll get those out soon, like towards the beginning of May. The other thing that I'm going to work on, all I need to do is sew on the feet, the tail, and the arms, and I'm done. Why haven't I done that? I don't know. This is the head of a patchy puppy that I started making using Cozy Crochet by Tasha's pattern, but haven't gotten around to finishing it. Axolotls that are literally only missing the back, like sew them closed and add the back frills. I'm telling you, some of these WIPs, I don't know why I drag my feet with them, but I do. And you know, that's why I'm creating. Oh wait, another start of a patchy puppy. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do, I've already pulled them out. I am going to try and get like a box for them and little baggies to divide them up so that it's easier for me. It's a bit more organized for me. Part of those WIPs are pattern tests that were begun in April and I haven't finished them. So you will see some of those as well. I had to write everything down or else this would have been a pretty long video. I started out by pulling out all my WIPs and orders because out of sight, out of mind. I really had to dig around for these items. Now that I have them like right here next to me, I'll be motivated enough to make them. And as I mentioned, I'm going to place them all together. Of course, once they are done, like for the orders, once they're done, I'll just hand them over to my mom. She was the one who requested those 2 orders. And like for the others that I finish, I'll just put it in the tote that I use to collect all the items I make throughout the month. I'm going to make a list and checking it twice. No, not like Santa Claus, but I'm gonna make a list to check off the items that I'm making. It'll serve as a sort of motivation apart from the projects that I do want to work on. How am I going to start them? I don't really know. How I'm going to start, like if I'm going to start with the ones that take me the longest to make, or the ones that I just like, you know, boom, just add this and you're done, or that they're the easiest to make. I don't know. That is why I plan to organize them in such a way that that particular day that I'm gonna sit down and work on these, if I only just have like 20 minutes, I'll just grab maybe the axolotls that I just need to add the tail and that's it. Or like if it's a chill weekend day where we're just spending time with the family, watching TV or videos or whatnot, maybe I'll grab the blanket and work on it. Because the thing with blankets is that, I don't know if everyone's like this, but I memorize the pattern way too fast. And then it gets to a point that it's like muscle memory. So with blankets, those are the only patterns that I can literally make and talk at the same time. I've tried it before. I've tried to crochet and talk at the same time while working on plushies, and it's like, it's a whole other skill set. And I'm not there yet. Once I've done all this, when I'm going to sit down and work on them, I'm going to ask myself these questions. Like when picking up the WIP, I'm going to be honest of the outcome. If it's something that I'm not gonna finish because I just, you know, pull it apart, cake it up, and use the yarn for something else. If I am going to make it, well, go ahead and make it. Just because, and I said this before, just because you started something doesn't mean that you need to finish it. You can most definitely repurpose the yarn. I would rather repurpose the yarn into another project than just let it sit on the shelf for a really long time. Okay, so far, I have 9 projects to finish. I have 2 snowmen, so 1 and 2. The scarf, 3. I have 3 axolotls that I need to finish. Wow, this almost sounds like if I were market prepping, but I haven't had the chance of selling at a market but from what I've seen with other crocheters, it's like this. They make a list, like I need to make 10 bees or 2 turtles and so on and so forth. I have 2 scrappy puppies, so I already have, those are 8. The blanket is 9, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. Oh, I do have 2 more or 1 more, but those are pattern tests that have rolled over from April into May. So yeah, but these are the WIPs that have been started back like a long time ago, and I haven't finished them. I also need to pick out the motivational projects that I'm gonna make throughout the month in order to like reward myself that I finished them. So that's it. So in a nutshell, that is what I plan to do for the month of May. Let's see, I'm excited. I truly am. I'm excited to see what ends up happening towards the end. So yeah, stay tuned. In between all of these, I do plan on making a few scrapbook projects that I need to make. I think the last time I documented a scrapbook layout was from last February, so I need to do that as well. So hopefully by not pattern testing too much, by not going too crazy with all the plushies that I make, hopefully I'll be able to scrapbook a bit more. So that's the plan for May. Get in a little bit of scrapbooking while at the same time finishing up some WIPs that I need to finish, that I really need to finish. And yeah, I hope you stick around, and I'll see you next time. Bye.